Oh, I finally got down to the greenhouse. It's, like I say, a lovely bright day. This is mainly for my own use to see how the seedlings are coming on. They're very slow, but they are appearing. This is the mixed batch of seeds. The ones that have done very well is the Royal Flush. That's the Nelli form. Some high hopes for those. You see some of the other ones are slowly going round. They're coming up here and there. These were seeds from the MSG, which are normally very good. And these look as if they're going to be quite good as well. They obviously don't come up overnight, but as you can see, they're slowly showing them up. I'm going to have a look at the labels as well. I'm going to turn to the side because unfortunately the labels seem to be bleaching out a bit. So if I can show the numbers on them still, at least I'm in with a chance. It should be okay. This is the problem with the so-called indelible pens. They're not. Any bright sunlight will bleach them out. So a tip here is to use just a pencil lead. A good old-fashioned pencil lead seems to be much better. The other tray, I've just given those a little bit of water, and I might turn those off. There's no point in having that on during the daytime. This one's got mixed lithops. There should be 100 seeds in here, but as I say, these are haven't been in long, so they're slowly coming up. This is the time you have to be very careful not to give them too much bright light because they could cook. I'm going to cover them up again because the sun's quite bright and I don't want to cook them, so I will put the covers back on. So that's the mixed lithops in that one. The other tray is various bits and pieces of Fenestrarias which were broken up and grown as sort of cuttings or rooted cuttings. This on the corner I think is very small Echeveria lowii. Lowii are not an easy plant to grow. I lost my big one of that. And that's a tiny one there. Anyway, that's the seedlings. Just give a general shot of the plants in here. As I say, unfortunately, looking outside, I think it comes up okay, is my two tree ferns which haven't done very well. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that they are going to grow. I just don't know. There's the rest of the greenhouse, sort of various plants. Excuse the mess. See, a lot of the mesons are coming into bloom. Even my poor Pachypodium there, I think that's Gayeri, I think, I'm not too sure. Lameri, the Lameri or Gayeri. It didn't do very well, it's starting to grow again. And the good old slug bait. Unfortunately, this area seems to be inundated with slugs. Some more of the plants we got there. These two in the pot there is near Henrietta Sibbettii. You get those in your greenhouse and they're in bloom. At night they fill the greenhouse up with scent. They're very, very nice. And this one is, looking at the name, Albeukia spiralis. The spiralis obviously refers to the leaves which spiral, and it's in bud. The bud comes out sometime, try and show you what it looks like. Over here we got the old Pereschia, which was upstairs in the bathroom, but I thought I'd bring that out to the greenhouse. That'll take quite a bit of water. And the other plant there is, I don't know what that one is. It's an epiphyllum, some sort. So if anyone knows what that one is, I'd be grateful. There's the pads. It's quite a fast grower. Moving along, what have we got? A few more bits and pieces. A lot of these are plants that are as cuttings. My Phlokia crispa. I'm not very happy about this. I don't know if it's alive still. I keep looking at it as I look at the tree ferns outside and hope to see new growth. I'm looking now and no new growth, so I don't know. The actual Caudex is firm. It's quite an old plant. I believe this was an example of a very old plant which is at Vienna. Schönbrunn Gardens, is it? I know it's in Vienna. The same plant which is supposed to be the oldest pot plant, and when in the world or Europe. Someone will probably correct me on that one. But I say this was mainly for get an indication of the seedlings, and I'm going to cover those up again because there is a danger when the sun does come out, which is nice. Make sure your auto vents are working. Mine are. These are very old ones actually, they're almost antiques. They were Baylis. I think they were the finest ones ever made, but unfortunately the wax things that operate them you can't get anymore. So when that wears out you can't use it, so you have to buy a modern one. But Baylis is the name. You can see the name there, Baylis. These go back many years, probably 60s, 70s. And they're still working, so you know they are very good. Baylis auto vents. What else we got in here? I thought I'll have a little look while I'm in a talk mood. It's always good, as I say, to have a bit of air circulating. The heater there is just on fan, which is nice. It makes the air move around, which is a good thing. This side I do a bit of potting up, so excuse the mess there. That light unit is a Chinese job, and believe me, be very wary. They're not very safe. They seem to be very, very bright, but they're not what I would recommend. You're better to get the type which I've got on there now, which is the one hanging up. That is quite a nice. I haven't used it yet on the stuff, there's no need. But perhaps when the end of the season, days get shorter, it might pay to actually bring that in. Anyhow, I think that's more or less it of all I've got to say on that. You can see across that my poor Rapuntias, which are dead. Some survived okay, but a lot of them didn't. It was a horrible winter, and I mean a horrible winter. Anyhow, that's all I'm going to say. Thanks again for watching. Any comments please make. And yeah, sometime I'll go down to the other greenhouses and have a little look, but not today. Thanks again for watching. Thank you.